As the emperor of Rome, Marcus Aurelius was arguably the most powerful individual on the planet. However, unlike many of his predecessors and successors, he strived to live a consistently virtuous life. He was an adherent of Stoicism, a philosophical school that emphasizes the importance of maintaining a calm and rational mind. Stoics believe that true happiness, or flourishing, is achieved through inner peace. Marcus Aurelius had the immense responsibility of leading an empire, which undoubtedly brought significant stress. His writings, known as the Meditations, provide insight into how he managed this stress. One notable aspect of his practice was negative visualization, a technique modern Stoics use to start their day on a reflective note. I've covered this in a separate video, so today I want to delve into some of his lesser-known teachings that offer practical advice for leading a more tranquil life. The first principle is surprisingly straightforward. Do less. It seems obvious, right? To cultivate calmness, we simply need to reduce our activities. The Stoics valued productivity and viewed industriousness as a virtue. However, they also championed moderation. So how do we reconcile these seemingly opposing ideals? Marcus Aurelius noticed that people often engage in unnecessary activities. In today's world, with endless entertainment options at our fingertips, it's easy to get distracted by non-productive pursuits. When Aurelius spoke of doing less, he also referred to speaking less. Many conversations are trivial and consume our time and energy without yielding any meaningful outcome. Therefore, doing less means focusing on what is essential. This not only helps us cut out the noise, but also allows us to work more intelligently and efficiently. By consistently doing what is essential, we cultivate a mindful approach to our tasks. Aurelius advised, if you can eliminate it, you'll have more time and tranquility. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? But we need to eliminate unnecessary assumptions as well, to eliminate the unnecessary actions that follow. A helpful habit to stay focused is to list our tasks the night before. By planning our day in advance, we alleviate some of the mental burden, leading to a calmer state of mind. The second principle is short escapes. In another video, I discussed how Stoics are not particularly fond of recreational travel as a means of seeking tranquility. The rationale is that wherever we go, we bring ourselves along, so the benefits of travel are temporary. Once the novelty wears off, we're left facing our own minds again. Marcus Aurelius criticized the idea of seeking refuge from daily worries by traveling or retreating to serene locations like mountains or beaches. He considered it foolish, because why should we travel when we can find peace within ourselves? He famously said, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." While there's nothing wrong with occasionally changing scenery to aid our mental retreats, these escapes should remain simple and brief. What Marcus Aurelius suggested is reminiscent of meditation or moments of reflection and contemplation to renew ourselves and calmly proceed with our daily lives. He provided 2 key points for contemplation during these brief mental retreats. Things have no hold on the soul. They stand there, unmoving, outside it. Disturbance comes only from within, from our own perceptions. Everything you see will soon alter and cease to exist. Think of how many changes you've already seen. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. This leads us to the next piece of advice, remembering that all shall pass. The Stoics are known for acknowledging the harsh reality of life. It will inevitably end. Memento Mori means the remembrance of death. The ultimate acceptance that the universe's changing nature also means our own decay and disappearance. Marcus Aurelius reminds us how quickly things pass by. We can be deeply involved in something one moment, and in the next moment, it can be entirely different. Trends come and go in an instant, and in the grand scheme of the planet's history, human life is just a brief moment in cosmic evolution. The impermanence of everything can be a source of anxiety, because nothing is stable, and eventually we will be separated from our possessions and loved ones. However, it can also be a source of calm. Understanding that everything is temporary means there's no point in clinging too tightly to good times or being overly averse to bad times. Happiness is relative. Even in prison, there are good and bad days, and even millionaires experience joy and suffering. This implies that our inner world, our perception of our life situation, and our reactions are also in flux. We can influence how we react to change, so why should destiny concern us so much? As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The infinity of past and future gapes before us, a chasm whose depths we cannot see." So it would take an idiot to feel self-importance, or distress, or any indignation either, as if the things that irritate us lasted